Hello, my name's Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. If you've got aching joints, you're going to need to really listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I've discovered about stopping aching joint pain quickly is cutting edge, and it just might be the untapped resource that you have been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop your aching joint pain, and just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for surgery and without risking your health to expensive and useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, the editor of this website, has urged me to share with you details of an astonishing discovery that I have made about aching joint pain. One that gets rid of your pain faster than you ever dreamt possible. So now in plain English, you're going to find out what is actually going on in your aching joints, and you're going to be able to see how easy it is to reduce your pain. So if you do have aching joints pain, what is actually going on? Well, think of it like this: whether through wear and tear or toxicity build-up or through an unfortunate accident, your aching joints are damaged and they need repairing. Your body is more than capable of repairing the damage. After all, your body made the joint in the first place. But it always assumed that your joints would last you a lifetime. So apart from the usual biochemical and cellular replacements that takes place on a daily basis, your body's healing mechanisms do not usually undertake or focus on structural damage. So if you've got aching joints problems and you're suffering from pain and discomfort and misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on and repairing your aching joint. And unless you find a way to stimulate your body's healing mechanisms without damaging the delicate chemical balance, then sooner or later you may end up losing the mobility altogether. Now, before I show you a simple way to stimulate your body's healing mechanism, I want you to consider this. Normally, if you get painful aching joints, your body's healing system will, albeit over a longer period of time, attempt to heal itself. But if you've been stressed, maybe overworked, taken drugs, including painkillers or anti-inflammatories, then your body's natural healing mechanism becomes slightly weaker. And that's enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. Once your joints become inflamed, you then experience aching joint pain, and you may struggle to walk or move for months or even years. And some people with aching joints, if they're left untreated, they never walk or move properly again. And to make things even worse, if you use painkillers or anti-inflammatories to kill the pain around your joints, you'll have to swallow them, which means that the whole of your body's healing mechanism is now shocked and weakened even further by the toxic impact of the powerful painkilling drugs. This is why painkillers and anti-inflammatories appear to work for a day or two, and then your aching joint pain problem, it just comes back worse than it was before. Now, in case you're in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers or anti-inflammatories, and they're sometimes called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, according to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the proof below, in the United States alone, the total number of people killed by conventional medicine, like painkillers and anti-inflammatories, is nearly 800,000 a year. That's about 2,200 a day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. So I was desperate to find a way of reducing and even stopping your aching joints and pain, at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanisms into healing your aching joints as fast as possible without harming or damaging in any way the amazing biochemical miracle that is, we take it for granted every day, but it's your incredible human body. I've seen so many people lose their mobility and then their health, starting with simple conditions like aching joint pain, even after very expensive and painful surgery. And it's tragic and it's so often avoidable. That's why, I did my research. You see, human beings with aching joints have been around for tens of thousands of years. Drug companies have been around for about 100 years, and they don't want you to know what your ancestors knew. So my first step in research is always to go back into history. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean that the usual herbalist research books, I mean that whilst I can't reveal some of my sources, I have secret access to some of the very best herbalist remedy books on the planet. Books that are mostly kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries, specialist reference libraries, and even drug companies keep these hidden away. I also look at books that modern science believes are not worth looking at, books written by people who've got zero medical qualifications, but who've lived in the wilds, learning and practicing the secrets of Mother Nature each and every day. And these people have had herbal remedies passed down from one generation to the next to the next. And it was in one such research book that I found the clues to an ancient cure for aching joint pain. And that was it. It was in a ramshackle bookshop that lay just behind the harbour in the port of Antibes in southern France. Now the book was over 200 years old. Now my French isn't any good, but unfortunately botanical books are in Latin, and whilst my Latin is no good either, I knew enough to recognise the plant names. But I was puzzled. There were several interesting remedies in that book, but this remedy stood out, this one remedy, and it was for the swelling and injury of the joints, and yet the plants I read about had never considered for use for aching joints before. Now I took notes of the type of plants used, where they're best found, and the ratio and the mixture and the preparation, and everything else I could think about that might help me to make the remedy. And of course, I'd heard of these herbs before, and I've used them many times, but I had no idea then that once mixed in the right combination, that they would produce or stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect and a healing effect directly onto the aching joints. I knew that up till now, most natural remedies for aching joints, they're nothing more than a stimulant cream, which warm up the skin, stimulate the blood flow to the joint, but they don't affect the pain levels at all, and they don't promote healing to any degree at all. They sometimes help a little, but for aching joint pain, they simply don't work, they're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last 6 to 12 months, but I had a 100% proven remedy in 6 weeks. Now, I did want to test it for longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me, because every single client with aching joint pain was reporting amazing results, sometimes within just a few hours. So this remedy has been proven many times to quickly reduce aching joint pain and rapidly speed up the healing time of the injured aching joint. So, how do you use this remedy? Well, you simply massage just a few drops of the clear, pleasant smelling remedy directly on to your aching joints. And it'll take about 5 seconds, and you do it 3 times a day. Plus, you put a few drops of it on the soles of your feet at bedtime, and that's it. It's that easy. Your speedy healing will begin. Your pain levels are going to come down very quickly. You'll no longer need powerful pain-killing drugs that slaughter your already tired immune system. And the prospect of painful and expensive surgery will simply go away. Now, I've made the remedy so that it's simple and it's easy and it's convenient to use. It's a concentrated, pleasant smelling oily liquid, and it doesn't look like much, but this remedy does pack a wallop. You'll suddenly feel your joints improving. Within a few hours of using it, you will know your joints are getting better. Soon you'll have your mobility back, saying goodbye to your sticks and your braces and your calipers. Your joints will be returning to health. This is a convenient, easy to use remedy, which means that you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming therapist or doctor appointments, or discussing your problems with strangers in the drugstore. It's just a small bottle of a thick, clear, rather pleasant smelling herbal mixture. And it's a bottle so small that it'll easily fit in your pocket, unnoticed, or into your purse. And you can dab a few drops onto your joints during the day. Now, some of my clients have even used the remedy in conjunction with a support brace or bandages just for a while. The choice is yours. Now, I plan to launch the remedy called Aching Joints Doctor with advertising, fancy packaging, and sending it out to my small network of distributors. But I never got the chance because word spread quickly about the results that I was getting with the aching joints doctor remedy, and patients and herbalists came to my place and literally demanded I make it for them. But it's not so simple. You see, I tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stopped aching joint pain came from the Middle East. Now, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment from the Middle East? To say my ingredient supply is fragile is a massive understatement. I recently had enough ingredients for 3 batches. I made each batch by hand myself. I measured them, I weighed them, I've mixed the ingredients myself, I've blended the ingredients myself. So don't worry about that. The aching joints doctor remedies that I've made are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend Emma Williams. And if you have an aching joint pain, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy called Aching Joint Doctor before supplies run out, before you inadvertently harm yourself with painkillers, or before you end up needing surgery. I call using this remedy, it's like an avalanche of healing for a very good reason. The way the drops floods your aching joints with hard-hitting healing herbs. It's like experiencing an avalanche of pain relief around the joint. And like I said earlier, this remedy does pack a wallop. You'll suddenly feel your joints improving. Now, within a few hours of using it, you will know your joints are getting better, but you must hurry. I normally only give this remedy to my personal clients and fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of aching joints doctor to anyone else before. Emma's begged me not to let other herbalists or online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, she's got it now, and it's going faster than even I imagined. So if you mess around or you order late, you may miss out. And if you have an aching joint, if you've got aching joint pain, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. This is big for anyone with aching joint pain. If you truly want to get rid of your painful joint problem and get rid of it fast, then this remedy will instantly give you the power and the ability to treat your own aching joints before it's too late. The result is you being free from joint pain and be able to move pain-free once more. So have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the aching joint doctor has helped men and women across the country get rid of their aching joint pain quickly. So this is your chance to benefit from a guaranteed supply of aching joints doctor. But maybe you have a few understandable seeds of doubt, and that's fair enough, because after all, you don't know me. So let me put your mind at rest so that you can experience the aching joints doctor remedy for yourself. You can try this aching joints doctor remedy risk-free for a full 90 days if you wish. You don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself. You've got a complete 90-day unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. But the clear and simple truth of it is this. This is a breakthrough. So if this aching joints doctor remedy doesn't quickly and easily get rid of your aching joint pain, or if you're not completely satisfied in any way at all, then I insist that you send the remedy back to Emma. In any condition, she will personally make sure that you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. No questions asked, no hassles, and you can keep all the bonus ebooks as a thanks for trying the remedy. You have my word on that. Okay, so how much will this aching joints doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients $200 for the appointment plus $170 for the remedy. However, you don't have to have an appointment with me, and appointments with me are pretty hard to get. Plus, I'm not using my offices and my staff and all the other expenses. I've agreed with Emma to give you a 50% discount on the remedy. 50%. This means that you can get your aching joint doctor remedy for just $87 plus $5 shipping. That means that you're going to save over $280. Plus, Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you an additional gift of some free bonus health books valued at $127 to the first 100 who try the aching joints doctor remedy. So you can see the book details below. These bonuses alone are worth more than the cost of the remedy. So this is the first time, and it might be the last time. My aching joints doctor has never sold for less than $170. Well, $87 is less than the price of useless painkillers. It's less than the price of a visit to the doctor. And it's certainly less than the price of painful surgery, which you may need if you don't get your joints sorted out fast. So order the remedy right now while Emma's still got the stock and while she's still on this page. Simply click the link below. Emma will look after you. And if you've got any questions about aching joint pain or the aching joint pain remedy, you can write to me at any time. Simply click the link below and Emma will get your remedy in the post to you today. All right, bye for now.